Ah, there we go, now I can see. Thank you, Sweena. So, MorKs, I believe PB2805, and CMA PB, the last time I checked, 3212. MorKs being one of our runners, one of our many runners from Quebec, while CMA being one of the newer runners from one of our newer set of Japanese runners that has recently joined. I believe this is CMA's first match. Yeah, they're doing great. They're both on world record pace. Also, guys, today is my birthday. I just thought you should know that. Anyway. Both players not getting unlucky with Taj to start out with, that's always nice. Yeah, do we have more 20th of August enjoyers in the chat? Let's go. Fairly clean overall from MorKs, 142-ish. And also CMA, 146. Bit slow on the fade out, but that's fine. Both runners going into Fossil Canyon first, as this is slightly faster for map movement in this category. MorKs getting a decent chain in the canyon to start the runoff. CMA getting a little caught on the left wall. Now, I haven't been keeping up as much with the progress in the Japanese community as I should have been. So I haven't actually watched that much of CMA's gameplay, so this will be interesting for me. I'm familiar with how MorKs plays, but I'm not familiar with how CMA plays, and it looks like both of them got the first cutscene skip, which is great. It's a lot of people have echoed the sentiment, but it's so nice to see just a wave of new people coming in to play this game. Oh, go for key lap 3, definitely the best backup there. And 38 is fine with the key, and gets the cutscene skip. You don't want to miss Ancient Lake as your first cutscene skip, or else you get to watch what feels like 40 seconds of just cutscene. Oh, CMA having a bit of difficulty with this key. As long as he can still win the race against the CPUs, it's fine, and he can do that. Sorry if you hear coughing, I'm a little bit sick. And thankfully, neither player having to watch the 40 seconds of cutscene you get if you miss Ancient Lake as your first cutscene skip. Did I say 40 minutes? I might have. Yes, this category has quite an interesting route. So essentially the goal in this category is just to beat the TT Amulet minigames. So glitchless 100%, or well, glitchless any percent, it has a very simple route. You just go into all of the worlds and just beat them as intended. So, first of all, races, boss, silver coin races, boss, minigame, trophy race, done, and then move on. In this category, you just need to get 20 balloons as fast as possible because you need to get into Boulder Canyon to get the key. So the route doesn't do any bosses, it just... oh yeah, that was a very nice JF from CMA just then. The route doesn't do any bosses, it just collects 20 balloons as fast as possible, or MorKs having some trouble with Fire Mountain, having to reset. So we're actually back to being even now. Just about. I can't remember if either player has missed a cutscene skip though. If either player has missed a cutscene skip, which I don't think they did, then they would be able to skip the Fire Mountain cutscene. So whichever player that is, if one of them has missed a cutscene skip, is actually further ahead than they seem right now. But anyway, yeah, so this category does, I believe, all of the dino races, it does all of the snow races, it does all of the Taj challenges, and I believe it also does all of the sherbet races, and then either Wimble Plains or Greenwood Village. MorKs finishing Fire Mountain, and CMA also finishing Fire Mountain, so they're actually very close right now. Neither of them getting to skip this cutscene, so they're a few seconds apart. Yeah, this seems like a very nice category. I've not tried it myself yet. I think I've been missing out. Yeah, maybe about 5 seconds of difference between them right now. So both players now going into Hot Tub Volcano, and this is a unique thing to this category. So at the end of this race, as well as Everfrost Peak and Treasure Caves, they will be going for a different type of cutscene skip, where, assuming they pause on the same frame that they cross the finish line, instead of hitting restart race or return to lobby, they will be hitting exit game and go back to the main menu. This is because they will not be returning to Dino Domain again, and if they were to go back to the lobby from here, they would be presented with the boss door cutscene, which is very slow. Loses about 15 seconds. So MorKs coming up on the exit game cutscene now, hopefully. And he gets it. Which is great, because if you miss out, that loses about 15 seconds. There are 3 of them in the run, so that amounts to nearly a minute if you miss all 3 of them. It looks like CMA's had some trouble at the beginning of this Hot Tub Volcano, though. No, there is no way to skip that cutscene. And CMA getting it. Nice. Both players perfect on cutscene skips so far.
Hello, bye-bye for now. Hello, select abracadabra. Bye-bye for now.
Oh, MorKs almost bonking there. That is a very unfortunate bonk to get, if you get it, especially if it's in plain challenge. And both players making the ending of car challenge without disqualifying, that's nice. I don't know why I always have the fear that one of them will disqualify from car challenge when doing the ending cut through the grass. Clean fade-outs into Snowflake Mountain for both players. It doesn't account for much, it just looks cool. MorKs going for the, I always forget which players go for this and which ones don't. MorKs going for the top of the hill balloon strat, using the balloon to chain into the zipper instead of flying down with just the zipper and using the balloon at the bottom. Which is a bit faster, but a bit riskier. In the last lap he ghosted over the zipper. In this one he got it though. You fly very fast if you get it. And CMA also going for it. And again getting kind of ghosted by the zipper. This is a hard cutscene skip. Can MorKs get it? He does. It's very difficult cutscene skip in Frosty Village, and it's even harder if you have to buffer it. Timber knocking CMA out of the way for that zipper. You know, Timber is one of the CPUs that messes me up the most. I'm not sure what he's got against me. Clean key grab from MorKs. Does MorKs always do that, where he is kind of drifting to the right the whole time while trying to grab the key? Because I think most players drift to the right when approaching the key, but then start turning to the left when they're in the little keyhole. That's interesting. I don't know if he always does that. 47 with key and cutscene skips. Still perfect on cutscene skips. We are, I think, 6 out of 13. Well, 13 cutscene skips in this category. MorKs has hit 6 so far. And, well, 6 out of 6 so far. And CMA is also on 5 out of 5 so far. I think he got Frosty Village. This key is very difficult to grab sometimes. And clean IP for MorKs. Okay, unfortunate Snowball Valley for CMA, losing a lot of time to bonks and then missing the cutscene skip. Oh, be careful. Do not drive off that ledge at the beginning of... Well, no, do not just drive off that ledge when going up to that balloon. CMA got very close to doing that. Yeah, this looks fine. Yeah, this is fine, I think. Timber won't get up to him. So both players had a clean IP. A clean what now? I hear someone saying. MorKs going for the early balloon strat in Walrus Cove. Instead of using the balloon to chain into the last zipper, he uses it to bounce over the hills and save a little bit of time. It's quite risky though, in my experience. Oh wow. Diddy just knocking MorKs between the wall and the zipper. Oh, ah. Try to do the Harvey jump and got the worst outcome, which is you lose your balloon and you bonk. So quite a rocky Walrus Cove for MorKs, but he stays perfect on the cutscene skips. I have no right to criticize other people's Walrus Coves, so this track is possibly one of my weakest myself. And we also do Walrus Cove before Everfrost Peak in this category because It is closer to Icicle Pyramid on the map, and I believe the cutscene at the end of the cutscene skip at the end of War's Cove is harder than the one at the end of Everfrost Peak, and the one at the end of Everfrost Peak is the exit game cutscene skip. So, you know, you want to have the highest chance of hitting that. Mork seems to be doing alright on Everfrost Peak. CMA looks like he's getting a bit bullied in this War's Cove. Still closing it up with a 132 though, with a cutscene skip. And Morks. Oh no. Okay, he missed the exit game cutscene skip, so he now has to watch this cutscene of the bluey door being presented. 7 for 8 on cutscene skips now. Yeah, that is about a 15-second time loss. Imagine you lose 15 seconds and then you have to play Hover Challenge. Looks like CMA is doing alright with this EP. Oh, one for the fans. I don't think he meant to use that balloon just then. If you use a boost balloon too close to a zipper, you won't get the effects of the zipper. Oh, like 5 buffers, but he got it. You'll love to see it. Buffering cutscene skips is not easy. And 111 Hover Challenge for Morks. I think everyone's happy to get a 111. I say everyone, I know that the people who... I know that the 109 crowd is not happy when they get a 111, but... You know, normal people are happy when they get a 111. So they're about a minute apart at the moment. I can't quite tell what pace either runner is on pace for. It's a bit too early to tell, when we've got things like Darkwater Beach ahead. But they seem to be doing alright. They've had mistakes, but they've also had some great parts. Particularly on the cutscene skips. Both players have only missed one, I think. Mork's getting Pirate Lagoon cutscene skip. Crescent Island, you do not forget the key in this category. If you forget the key, bad things will happen. Although I think these players have grinded this category a lot recently, so it must be etched into their muscle memory by now. But it is shockingly easy to forget the key in other categories. I always forget which players go for lap 2 key and which players go for lap 3 key. but looks like MorKs is going for lap 3. Yeah, I really don't know what's better myself. I don't play RTA categories enough. I know Ponytail goes for lap 2, and he's now world record holder in basically everything. But I feel like most other players tend to go for lap 3, and still getting Crescent Island cutscene skip as well, and CMA getting Pirate Lagoon cutscene skip. They're doing great on the cutscene skips. Crescent Island is a bit of a hard one. You're not moving at full speed over the finish line, so it can be hard to pinpoint the frame at which you cross the finish line. And CMA going for lap 2. Okay. See, my naive assumption, not really having much experience with these categories, is that lap 2 key means you have to interact with the other racers less. But I know that wave water cycles also play a little part in it. And in that case, CMA was able to get the key very quickly. And also, MorKs just got another cutscene skip. Whale Bay, another very difficult one, like Frosty Village, is even harder if you have to buffer it. And now onto Darkwater Beach, the hardest minigame, considered by many to be the hardest. Getting clean kill on CPU 2. Not getting the... Did he? No, I don't think he got the long shot. Or did he? Okay, well, gotta go back to camping now, but got about half of the strategy, which will save a decent amount of time over just camping the whole way. Are these lock shots? These shots are not locking on. What's going on? Oh, this is going a bit rough. Okay, yeah, that is a rough Darkwater Beach, actually. Very unfortunate. Was that a little C-press from CMA? A tactical C-press to extend the boost the tiniest bit? It might have been accidental, but it's fun to pretend it was intentional. Oh, what happened there? Pipsy looked like TT got flung. Missing the cutscene skip. If you have to buffer it, it's a 15 FPS cutscene. It's 15 FPS at the end of Whale Bay, usually, meaning there's a lot of lag, and it's very hard to buffer cutscene skips in that case. I don't know what strat CMA goes for. Okay, he goes for camping, which is very respectable. I do that myself. It's nice, it's safe. MorKs getting the exit game, the last exit game cutscene skip. I think he is still 11 for 12 currently, and there's one cutscene skip left. I don't know if he does Wimble Plains or Greenwood Village, but we'll find out in a bit over a minute. Got Plain Challenges first though, which mistakes in Plain Challenge are very costly. If you make a bonk at the wrong time, if you take a bonk at the wrong time in Plain Challenge, you can lose so much time. That really goes for plane in general, but especially in plane challenge. Because there's one place where you can bonk and possibly disqualify as a result. And also in all cases, whenever you bonk, in plane challenge, just in the overworld in general, whenever you're not in a race against CPUs, so this includes boss races, because they don't have bananas, you are at 0 bananas. Therefore, you have lower acceleration. Therefore, it is harder to recover from bonks. And that applies to plane challenge as well. But it looks like MorKs got a clean plane challenge. And MorKs opting for the riskier Wimmel planes. This is a faster track than Greenwood Village by a few seconds, but you have to hit the out of bounds first try for it to be faster, and the cutscene skip is harder as well. To be fair, both of them have a hard cutscene skip, but Wimmel planes you have to go back inbounds to get a good visual cue for the cutscene skip. Speaking of cutscene skips, CMA is coming up on the exit game, and he gets it. Nice. So I think the only missed exit game cutscene skip was MorKs with EP. Also, MorKs getting out of... having trouble there? I think he hit the checkpoint though. Yeah, that's fine. Got out of bounds just fine on the first attempt, but a bit of a slow lap 1. Plane challenge can be a really good track for just learning the fundamentals of playing. Just getting comfortable with barrel rolling in an environment with no boosts. Oh, going very far out there. But it's fine. He won't DQ. MorKs nailing the cutscene skip. 109 is, I know, not really the time he wants there. And that was due to lap 1 being a bit rocky. Really? I did not know that. I did not even know he played that. That's cool. CMA just barely missing sub 1 plane challenge. MorKs with a bit of difficulty getting the key. So it looks like MorKs can close out a mid to low 29 here. A very respectable time. And CMA, I think he could be on PB pace. Going for Greenwood Village, which is always a respectable decision. Meanwhile, MorKs going into Smoky Castle. Greenwood Village is always a good alternative to Wimmel Plains if you're feeling a bit nervous about the out of bounds, or you just or you're a very good car player and not so hot on plane and just want to capitalize on the time save. MorKs coming up on his last lap of bananas here. Looking to get about a 29.22. Yep, 29.22 for MorKs. It's a bit over a minute off his PB, but personally I think if I get a sub 30 in a race, I'm going to be happy about it. Although I know he can do a lot better than that. But still solid showing from him. Some good races in there, and very good on the cutscene skips. Only missed 1 cutscene skip in there. CMA going into Boulder Canyon, I think CMA could PB here. His PB is 32.12, and If this goes cleanly, I think he could get a 31. Key. Be nice, be nice, be nice. This part can suck. You got it. Yeah, I think this can just about be a 31. So I'm not going for the backup start, but I think that just means he'll do the banana laps. Really, I'm calling him that. In the opposite. Oh, he's going down there. Okay. This is a different strategy to what I'm used to then. Oh, no. Oh, we're fine. He got shot, but the bananas were not stolen. It might be difficult to get 31 now, though. Should definitely still be able to PB, but yeah, I think 31 a bit difficult from here. Okay, CMA for sure gonna PB here by a few seconds. 32.06, that's a 6-second PB, let's go.
Hello.
Hello.
How's it going this fine morning or evening, depending on where you are?
It's afternoon for me and I'm doing alright.
Amazing.
I'm not sure if CMA will hop in for an interview, but so I could judge by your reaction in chat that you weren't super happy with how you played there.
I mean, you know, it's the morning. I got like a work meeting in about half an hour, you know. Like I
Yeah.
barely had my coffee. And I'm not gonna give any excuse, right? I gotta perform no matter what, but I wasn't on par with my usual, I think, this morning, and that's fine, you know. Also mini games were pretty pretty angry with me, it seems.
Yeah.
Morning.
I was pointing this out throughout the run. Both of you were very good on the cutscene skips this run. You only missed one in the whole run.
Yep, an important one too. It's not too bad. Like once you relax, I feel like cutscene skip is like not really a bother, but yeah, it can happen. Especially when you miss it in Everfrost Peak. It goes so fast, right, on this level. Like you have to be quick on the dot. But yeah, that was pretty cool. Still, I think I performed well in general. Also, was able to showcase windmill plane out of bounds the baby way, which I feel is good for tournament races like so. So
Like most players have definitely like been opting to do Greenwood Village instead of Windmill Plains. So it's good that we do have some people who do Windmill Plains, shake it up a little.
Oh yeah, I'm never gonna do Greenwood Village in this category, unless it's proven faster, and even then, I won't care. I just let it do it.
Always an interesting decision. It's always an interesting routing decision to make. At least from my perspective, not having run the category, it seems like an interesting routing decision because you have the really good car players who will go for Greenwood Village no matter what. And then you have the decision to make. If you're on a really good run and you're not feeling good about Wimble Plains out of bounds, you might want to play it safe and go for Greenwood Village.
I understand that, yep.
And yeah, in that run, CMA also PB'd by 6 seconds, which is very nice.
Oh, that's amazing. Congrats. I'll type that out here. Congrats for the PB. Really enjoyed it. All right. I mean, yeah, I don't think I have much more to say about my run. I guess it was just like a generic one. Kind of weird that in Fire Mountain on the second egg it just broke. It didn't feel like I was too high.
Oh
Normally,
yeah.
yeah, it breaks sometimes when you're too high there, but I don't know. Maybe on the spot I didn't feel like it, but it was anyway. The rest was okay. Freaking dark water beach, dude.
Oh yeah.
It
That
goes
was
so well in practice. You go there and the CPUs are like, nah, I'm just gonna take a swim. It's that was stupid. Well.
yeah. I am not experienced with the fast strat for Darkwater Beach myself, but I could tell something was not going right there. Just Diddy was just getting in the way so much. It was
The biggest problem, if I can give you like a quick analysis of what happened, when you do the first CPU shooting, at some point you shoot it and then you go behind its back while picking up the red balloon.
Mhm.
If you go too far back, then kind of messes up the entire flow afterwards. Like CPUs will behave a little bit differently.
Mm.
So I think it's a combination of that and my shot from far away that made everyone just not know exactly where to go. And like both Didi and the other character, which I think was Drumstick, were in complete different paths. So I had to improvise.
Yeah, it's just got so many moving parts. It's so intimidating to even try and learn.
Yep.
Um, if is there anything else you wanted to talk about?
No, I think I'm good. I'm kind of glad I had to fight CMA. It's the first time that I have a match against uh, someone from Japan. So in the Diddy Kong Racing, so that's pretty cool. I'm kind of happy actually. Shout out to the Japanese community because I mean it's not an easy schedule to play with, and there were a lot of people there that um, entered the tournament, and I see a lot of interest for the game, which is pretty fun to
Yeah,
see.
it's
So
um,
yeah,
yeah, it's been very cool to see all these players appear and just start going crazy on this game. It's yeah, this game is just more people should run it, really.
I agree.
It's very exciting to see people doing that, and especially to see um, just the turnout in this tournament from both the Japanese and the English-speaking community. It's very cool to see. So if there's nothing else to talk about, then I'm going to shout out the Discord for DKR64 races. Make sure to join this Discord if you're interested in any matches or just keeping up with what's going on with any future tournaments. We're going to be raiding Nuko Inu, who I'm not actually sure what they're playing right now, but they are also a DKR runner. Are they in the tournament? I can't quite remember. But they are part of the Japanese community for DKR. Oh, they are playing GT Amulet. Let's go. So with that, we'll sign off and see you all for the next match, which is on